Welcome back. Tim Fives here. And we are talking today about two things. We're going to do two things. We're going to talk about your target niche, your target market, and how to define that. And then we're also going to talk today about some marketing tactics and resources. And I figured I'd try to bang these out today because I assume most people tomorrow will be starting to celebrate for the new year. But if you're planning for your new year right now, then this is good stuff for you to be considering. So in general, just to recap, we've talked about the why of your business, understanding the value you bring to people. We talk about the benefits and how that you will accomplish those things. And so today we're into the target market and defining your niche. So I thought the best thing to do today would give you some good questions and guidance on to helping you to define that. So let's just walk over to the magic whiteboard. A little chilly today, wearing my sweater. And I want to, let me just turn this around. So the magic whiteboard tells us today, who is your ideal customer? So remember, we did the why, the benefits, your target market, and so now we're looking at who is your ideal customer, what's that niche? And the few things to think about when you're defining this is, who do you really enjoy working with? Who are those people in those companies that provide you the most satisfaction? Because when we're engaged in the satisfaction of what we do, we provide better content, we provide better services. Hey Devin, thanks for joining us today. Hope you're doing well on that drive home. Maybe you're already home, I don't know. The next is, who can you provide the most value to? So a lot of us, when we come out, we have those who we like working with, and then there's that added component of who is it that we can provide the most value to? And then as we look into this, we look at who can afford your services. And that's obviously one of the biggest points, because you have a valuable service or product or service offering. So who are those people that will allow you to, who can pay for that? And then we match those concepts with the types of companies you like to work with, the buyers of those companies, and then through this we create a buyer persona, and that is the attributes for whom will be buying your service. Okay, so real simple to do that, and you want to have that targeted, because everything you do from where we're going now into tactics and resources is really gives you clarity on what that looks like. So let me just come back here. So now we're moving into tactics and resources, and those tactics and resources are next. I'm playing with a new toy, so it seems to be working all right. It's a little bit more stable. There's some key concepts that you want to keep in mind when you're marketing or when you have a service or a product, and that's that you want to be the center of the people who you serve. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that really comes down to, how do you put yourself in front of the people? And this is kind of an older thing. How do you get yourself in front of the people that buy your services? And that used to work really good. I'm going to move out of the light here for a minute. And, ooh, it's bright around here. And how do you put yourself in front of those people? But now what you really want to do, especially if you are in the services business, is how do you become the hub of the people around you? So a lot of people go to networking events, they do these things, and I think those are valuable things. But how do you create your own events and your own attraction to those clients? And you can do that through a couple of things, and we'll give you a couple tips right now, because that's what we're all about. And the first one is creating a meetup of like-minded people, getting them in, of your customers. And then you can also create a focused Facebook group as two examples. There's quite a few others, but those are kind of the two easy big ones that you can do right out of the gate to create attraction for what you do. The next main concept is to be consistent. Develop a schedule. right? So let me just walk around here to the other whiteboard, and these are our schedules. This is what we end up doing, and we have it up here so we know exactly what we're doing. And so we have things like the meetups, and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting in January, we'll be doing the Facebook Lives, and we have podcasts that are up there and a bunch. So that's also getting filled out. So you want to keep that in the forefront of your mind. Okay, so as we come back over, so you want to have a schedule. And the other thing here is not to overwhelm yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself with things because that's easy to do. And so the trick there is to measure what's working and what's not. Because there's a lot of tactics, and we work on this with our clients. And, you know, it's, all right, if these are working, great. If things are not working, then you only know that if you're measuring that. And one of the things that people convince themselves of is the fact that, well, I'm going to do this, and because I made the decision to do this, then it's going to work. And we convince ourselves psychologically that those are good things. But if you're measuring it and you're open-minded and you have the mindset of, I'm going to do this until I prove it's working or I prove it's not working, then you can swap that tactic out for another tactic. And so there's some other tactics that you want to make sure that you're doing. These are some of the ones that we're doing. We're doing Facebook Lives, we're doing podcasts, we have an active blog, we're running Facebook ads, we're doing some print mail, we have a seminar series that we run in conjunction with some partnerships in a variety of things. And so those become the tactics, and they all center around the why for our company. They center around these 5 questions. So I hope this was beneficial. I hope this helps you out and gets your mind around your business a little bit. And, you know, this is the Thursday before the new year starts. Oops, there we go. And I just want to wish everybody a very happy new year. And if you have any questions or any topics that you would like us to discuss with you, we'd be more than happy to. So follow us, share us, and friend us on the Facebook. Have a wonderful new year.